You can come to me for honesty. And I definitely saw a lot of things in 2019 that kind of, I don't want to say they tipped the scale, but really, like, people seeing me in a different light than they normally had. There were more people than ever before coming to my streams and saying, wow, I've heard so many negative things about you, but watching your stream, nothing like that happened on the stream. I don't understand why people say that all the time, and I'm a new fan. And a lot of people seem to be like that.
That's 100% a lie.
And the truth of the matter is, the streams are actually healthier than ever. Yes, he actually literally just said, drop Final Fantasy IV. Okay, how about I drop you? I'd much rather drop you. A life story about some girl who he likes who's becoming sober, and it's not time for that. So thanks for the cheer, but we're not derailing the stream with your story about some girl. Sorry. Oh, you tell us your life story on every pre-stream. God forbid we tell you ours sometimes. Well, that's because it's my stream. People want to know about me and what's going on. Maybe if you do your own stream, you can tell your life story, but not on mine, bro. But oh, that's right, me Pistol Meltdown. If you actually did your own stream, no one would care. And the point is you're trying to get attention for yourself, which is why you're trying to make the stream about yourself and derail the stream with your own nonsense that no one cares about. Alright, if we can get some bans on some of these idiots in the stream chat who obviously are only here to be stupid, like this fucking idiot who says, oh, it's a voice over IP game, and goes into a private party chat. You know why I'm there, dumb fuck? And it's hilarious that there's so many people on the internet that would say that, oh, I'm such a bad streamer, I'm a toxic streamer. But Twitch, I'm perfectly good with, in regards to Twitch. I'm abiding by all the rules. I've never had a negative thing go on the entire year. They don't care about the quality of the gameplay or even the quality of the stream. Why do you think there's so many titty streamers on Twitch who are girls with big ass fucking boobs hanging out and they barely can play a game, but they get tons of fucking money on Twitch, and Twitch makes out? And basically allowed me to have people do cool things on streams, like have a highlighted message or use an emote that you couldn't use, or edit an emote. Remember all the cool edited holiday emotes? Everyone used the emotes to put reindeer antlers and a nose on it and all of that stuff, right? Twitch is all about subscriptions. You gotta subscribe, get those custom emotes and shit. Subscribe. That's why everyone over there is all about their subs. My cat Jasper was finally introduced to the streams. Now, admittedly, is Jasper a constant? Absolutely not. Didn't get much sleep last night because my cat kept me up all night. So even though I'm really looking forward to playing more of this, if I suck really bad at it today, and or I may get cranky, it's probably not because of the game, it's because I'm very tired. And by the way, Jasper agrees with me. But I promised everyone there would be a big positive reveal if we hit the tips goal for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we hit it, if you can believe it. What is this positive thing that Phil's going to announce? Ladies and gentlemen, I got someone I'd like you to meet. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to our pet. Oh, he's playing with this. Oh, here we go. Here's our pet. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. This is Jasper, ladies and gentlemen. Jasper the cat. The disparity between what I make on Twitch and what I make on YouTube, for the first time ever, was like, boop, on Twitch. It was almost 100% focused on Twitch because that was really where everything was coming from. Will you ever go back to DSP Tries It? Will you ever go back to edited series? No. It's too much work. I can't. Twitch is what I am now. I'm a full-time streamer. Twitch is the future for me by far. And I need to stay focused on what's working and what people want to see and not worry about the past on YouTube, you know? People keep asking me, you know, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm great. Oh, yes, 11-year legacy. Actually, in reality, I didn't ever have to ask for anything at all until little pieces of shit like you ruined my income on YouTube. So, you know, you're the reason that I do it, yet you're the ultimate hypocrite because then you complain that I have to ask for contributions on streams, even though there's nothing wrong with that. And I wouldn't have had to ever do it if my YouTube channels weren't destroyed by pieces of shit like you. So, ultimate hypocrite right there. Yeah, I'm just super happy, you know. Can we change the subject now, guys? Seriously? Like, we got about another 15 minutes left. Can we not talk about money and shit? It's making me sad and depressed. Because now I'm thinking about how I'd like to do stuff with my wife, and I can't do it because I can't fucking afford it. It's making me really fucking sad now. Can we not, like, can we not talk about this stuff, please, for, like, 10 minutes? Usually my streams are an escape from it, but you're right. People have been baiting me all night. So, the way I see it, everything is great. Just being very honest and a heads up, I am really badly off financially right now. Incredibly just out of money. Not even lying. YouTube for me, as I told you guys, is not my focus anymore. It's just an archive of my stream. So I don't care about creative content for over there. I really don't care too much about any of the nonsense that happens. So when people say, oh no, COPPA is happening and this is happening and that is happening, I'm kind of like, well, fuck it. Let it happen, because my focus is here on the streams. I don't, there's not much I could do about the YouTube shit that's going down. YouTube revenue was so bad in 2019 that it actually hurt me significantly and got me into a bad situation financially. All right. So as I was already talking about previously, it used to be YouTube was this much of my income and Twitch was this much of my income. All right. Then 2017, the YouTube adpocalypse hit. And I would say YouTube was about this much of my income and Twitch was about this much of my income. Then in 2018, things got a little worse and things kind of got about equal. In 2019, out of nowhere, it then went like this. So literally within a 3-year period, my income has completely flipped. And I would argue that my YouTube revenue went down so sharply. By the way, for those of you watching on YouTube, obviously you don't give a crap about cheering or subbing at all. That's fine. However, tipping is still available. I always leave a tips link in the description of my video. I almost never mention that when I play games. So I figure maybe every once in a while now I should start mentioning it, because I don't think people are even aware of it. Trust me, it is much appreciated, any contributions you guys give me, because YouTube revenue is in the toilet. It's so bad these days. I actually looked it up the other day. 1/10 of what I once made on YouTube is what I make now. 1/10. Holy fuck. Real Talk Play Apex Charity says, is 1/10 of your original YouTube income even considered minimum wage now? Yeah, I would think it is. I mean, I'm thinking about it. Maybe. All right, you know what? Maybe not. Actually, I would have to do the math on that, I guess. I don't know. I honestly can't answer that. Maybe not. Because they want a segment right now where I talk about it, and now they get their, oh my god, they get their tinglies inside. Now they feel good because they feel like they actually had an impact on planet Earth, when in reality they're just insignificant little worms and no one likes them and they have horrible lives, and that's why they do disgusting things to people on the internet like that anyway. But I think that's kind of how I feel it is now. Like, these people are going to hurt me no matter what. So I will never have a sponsorship opportunity, because now they realize they can just attack any sponsor that comes my way, and that'll be the end of it. So that is one of the huge negatives of 2019 for me. I was really hoping, with all the positive vibes towards my streams and people kind of opening up and getting a little bit of a more positive attitude towards me in 2019, that things would change for the better with sponsorships, and that never happened at all.
I would never be in the situation I'm in right now financially if it weren't for the trolls completely destroying my YouTube business.
Maybe I can do this as a band-aid. Maybe I could put a cork in this leak over here. Maybe I can juggle this around and juggle that. Maybe I can borrow from Peter to pay Paul. Oh shit, now I owe Paul. Maybe I'll borrow from Mary to pay Paul, but now Peter says that I'm overdue on the payment to him. You see what I mean? Like, that's how my life has been for years and years. And it just finally hit the culmination last year, where it was like, I can't do it anymore. There's no way I could do it. And all the bandages broke. Let's put it that way. All of the bandages snapped. And the water came tumbling in. And I had to basically do something to stay afloat. How'd you and Kat meet? Is she a fan of yours? Maybe one day we will reveal the story of how we met. And how all that came about. Right now, we're not going to. It's not anyone's information. Already, there's been people who have completely fabricated shit, and we're just not going to publicly discuss that until we're ready, and now is not the time. It's basically everyone just kind of jumped in head first into this internet existence without any safeguards. Are there laws against defamation? Absolutely. There 100%, there's laws against everything that happens to me. I'm not even kidding you. If you look up United States law, you'll see that 9 times out of 10, when these people that are making these disgusting videos and streams about me, what they're doing is actually illegal. And if I were to sue them, they would have to shut down, YouTube would have to shut down their crap, and I would actually win damages from any concrete hurt that could be proven that they lied or they even exaggerated about what they were saying about me. It would be considered defamatory, and I could actually sue them and win. In reality, what should happen is I could sue them, I would, and that would shut them all the fuck up. Because once they get hit with a defamation lawsuit and they have to pay me thousands of dollars, they're fucked. Now, here's a stupid one. Snooty Roo did a 100-bit cheer, but can't you just log into your WWE game account and hold your phone up to the camera and disprove detractors? Oh my god. Boy, people don't listen, but this is the thing. Real gullible, stupid, simple-minded people think it's that easy. Let's say right now, All right. First of all, I logged into my old ass game account from WWE Supercard from years ago that I've admitted that's a game that I played a lot for about 2 years. And I held it up to the camera. All right. It wouldn't matter what it showed. It literally wouldn't matter what it showed. They would find a way to spin that into a negative. They would find that would be a negative. Okay. Now, that's the thing. At this point, I can't even figure out what the meme is because people now tell me it could be this one WWE game that I played years ago or a WWE game that I played for a few months, a couple of years ago. I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about anymore because I don't follow the shit and I'm so confused in my head. This guy says Supercard, someone else says it's another game. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about anymore because even you idiots can't get your shit straight, so I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't care. I'm not going to waste fucking time holding phones up and showing you shit. You're out of your fucking mind. In addition, like I said, chances are, what would happen? I hold it up. Oh, God, there was something on the screen now that's more personal information that got out that they can use against me. Fuck this. And fuck you for even bringing that shit up. How about that? They're saying you spent $140,000 on a wrestling mobile game. $140,000. What the fuck? The best part about this is that when they started, it was like 3 or 4 days ago, and it was like $10,000. Then people started saying 20, then 40. Now it's apparently $140,000. Cheers. All you got to do is show your username is, and bam, the detractors are defeated, and make them even less credible. Wrong. Okay. I'm going to say one quick thing about this, and then we're going to take a break, and we're going to move on to the next segment. As I said, any little bit of information that I give you guys will be used against me. Perfect example here. Let's say I bring up a mobile game, and I show you my name in the game. That name that's in the game, people will immediately scour the fucking internet for anywhere that name's been used, try to find old accounts of mine, try to find other things that maybe could or could not be me because of that name. Now, I have a lot of debt in my name, insane amount of debt in my name for various reasons. Obviously, we could talk about those reasons, but I'll just summarize. Well, I was making a lot of money on YouTube for a few years when I lived in Connecticut. I wanted to get the hell out of Connecticut because I hated living there. And I wanted to kind of start my own kind of a life somewhere where I felt that it would be better for me and to start a family somewhere better than Connecticut and to have a business that was running better than what I could do at that condo back in Connecticut that I used to live in. And so I ended up moving to Washington State in 2014. So that was over 5 years ago now. I seriously do not whatsoever regret the move. The move itself has done nothing but positive things for me. But there's no doubt that if in 2012 there wasn't this negative turn against me because of the memes and the slander and things like this is how you don't play, definitely I would have grown and been even bigger, but it is what it is. My health is better now than it's ever been before. I lost a ton of weight. My back is feeling much better than it used to when I lived in Connecticut. More dancers. You got a band, a marching band playing here along with them, and they're dancing outside. They're doing the dance. They're playing music. They're dancing. They dance onto the inside, and they're dancing left and right, and they're doing flips and dancing, and they're kicking up like this, and they're dancing and doing all kinds of crazy shit. So they dance inside the actual arena. I'm eating so much healthier. I stopped drinking horribly like I was at one point in my life. I met my wife. Jay Kramer Charity says, blink twice if you need rescuing. So there you go. There's the troll message. Obviously, you've been my captive since February, right?
It's
what
true.
I did
It's
is I had a lasso and I threw it across the United States. And I lassoed her. And I slowly pulled her across the contiguous United States until she arrived in Washington, and she's been tied up in my house since then, obviously.
Yep.
She's not actually a willing, resident here in the house. Stupidity. We did get her a cake the other day, and it was in the freezer all week, and we're thawing it out now because when she gets home from work tonight at midnight, when it's her birthday, we want to have a piece of cake together. We felt that would be really special. So we're going to do that tonight. But one of the horrible things that happened was that my aunt, who had been living at my condo in Connecticut for about 2 years after I moved there, passed away unexpectedly. We didn't expect that was going to happen. I mean, she was elderly, but she wasn't to the point where we thought she was just going to pass away out of nowhere, and she did. So that was someone who was living there and was giving me a little bit of income, basically, for that condo. and now I had nothing, zero. Okay. My mom has multiple health issues to the point where any day she could take a turn for the worse, and then she's on borrowed time. My dad is starting to have health issues now that are very worrying. I'm not going to tell you guys what the health issues are because it's none of your business. But basically, yeah, I mean, I'm lucky that really the worst hasn't really happened. But at any moment, the worst can happen, okay? And we all know that. Like, we've known that for years with my parents. So my parents said, we want you to come visit us because we want to meet Kat, who at that time was not my wife, but she was my fiance. We want to meet Kat. We want to spend some time with the both of you. We want you to kind of have maybe a day or two to yourselves away from all that stress that you tell us about. Every day you tell us about how stressed you are about money and everything. And we want you to just come out here and have some time to yourselves and have a good time. I had this conversation with my mom when I visited her last month. And she's basically like, you understand you're stressing yourself to your limit. Like every month I call her, or every week I call her and I tell her about what's going on with me. And right now, financially things aren't good. I owe back taxes to the government because of stuff that's happened. I couldn't afford them. And I've got all these crazy debts in my name that doing this, I don't see how it's ever going to get better. You know, and my mom's even like, you know, right now, here's the thing. I work 6 days a week, basically 10 to 12 hour days. You can realize I start streaming at 10. My second stream usually ends around 9:30, 10. I'm uploading during that time period. I only get 1 day a week to spend with my wife. Okay, I barely see her outside of that. Barely do I get any time with her outside of the 1 day off a week that we get together. And my mom's basically like, you know, how long do you think you're gonna be able to do this? Not for the fact that, you know, how it's just so stressful. And she's right. With all the ups and downs and crazy stuff that I've been through, it's just a very stressful thing to do. Not the streams themselves, but all the financial stress and things that come around it. It's pretty stressed out. I've been stressed out recently. Oh my god. A lot. You know, right now we're in a situation where I don't know what the future holds. And then when I was out there in Connecticut, you know, had a nice ceremony with my parents and everything that they paid for 100%. They paid for the flight, they paid for the hotel, they paid for the rental car, they paid for basically everything we did out there because we had no money. We had zero. They paid for absolutely everything while we were out there. And then, you know, my parents, as a wedding gift, gave me enough money to make up for the deficit and pay the down payment so I could qualify for the back federal taxes payment plan and not basically have my stuff in jeopardy. And the last conversation really that went down with my parents after we've been married and everything was, what the hell am I going to do to salvage my life? Because financially my life has fallen apart. I'm in insane debt with 2 mortgages, insane amount of loan and credit card debt. I've got all this stuff creeping up. I mean, I can't make my monthly payments on half the stuff to the point where now, you know, it's so bad that I'm being overdrafted every month and everything. What do I do? And basically my mom sat me down and said, you got to understand you're at a point in your life now where something's got to change. And there's concrete things that have to happen to change in your life, because if you don't change them, you're going to be fucked for the rest of your life. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose everything. So even though you don't want to do this stuff, you're just going to have to do it. Okay. So at that point, we laid out a plan. Okay. We laid out a plan, for us of what we needed to do. And then we laid out kind of a long-term plan. The long-term plan I made public to you guys. The long-term plan is very simple. I know I can't stream full-time forever. And what I need to do is find a way to get myself financially sound so that I don't have to stream 6 to 7 days full-time a week to raise so much money to pay all the debts that I owe, that I can now maybe within a 3, 4, 5 years be better off financially. So now I can say, okay, I'm going to split my time. I'm going to maybe get a part-time job over here in real life. I'm going to split that with streaming. That's funny. The day I got back from Connecticut, I stopped paying my mortgage in Connecticut. That is the condo that I used to owned in Connecticut. That's the place where I used to film and do all that stuff. I stopped paying it. All right. I contacted the mortgage company at that time, and this was April of 2019, and I said, I can't pay this anymore. The only thing that I could stop paying was the mortgage. I still had to keep paying the stupid condo association fees over there, which were over $400 a fucking month. I still are paying them now. Finally, I get a resolution from that, and the resolution is, well, we have all these assistance programs, and you qualify for none of them. That's what you get. That's what you fucking get, bitch. If I would be the laughing stock of Connecticut if I tried to go to a realtor now and said, I had this property up for sale, had a cash offer. It was denied by the mortgage company 2 years ago, but now the mortgage company is telling me to try to short sell the property again. There's no way a realtor would even agree to it. The realtor's not going to go out there and do hours and hours of free work, pro bono work, to put the property up for sale, get a buyer, get it lined up, just for you to fucking deny it again because you're idiots. So in particular, in my situation, I'm pretty much screwed and out of luck because my mortgage on the house is still around $100,000. That house, that condo in Connecticut, is only worth about 60 grand on a good day. I talked to the new mortgage company that now holds the mortgage on my condo in Connecticut to find out what's going on. And they say, well, we have all these fun assistance programs and things you can qualify for. Send us all your income documentation. I said, get the fuck out of here. I didn't qualify for it with the last mortgage company. Why would I qualify for it with you? Let's talk. And by the way, I never said the house thing wasn't true, Music Records. You're a fucking idiot. I never said that the condo thing in Connecticut wasn't true at all. Never. Not once. I never even addressed it. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're a complete idiot. Look at this, all this nonsense. All these idiots. You guys are all morons. Like, every single person in the stream chat right now is saying, well, you said that that wasn't true. The whole story about the foreclosure wasn't true. I never said that at all. You will never find that in a video. You will never find that at all. I'll say the detractors are talking about nonsense, and I'm not gonna address it until I'm ready. But I never once said that that thing wasn't true. Not once. So everyone who believed the bullshit, I mean, from those idiots, I mean, yeah, you literally only you always buy in the nonsense and then you spin it the way you want it. I literally never said that none of that was true. But people took it that I said that because you're just idiots. You probably those guys were the ones who were saying it, and everybody, Phil denied it. No, I didn't. But Sam Bridges, now you're just being absolutely ludicrous to the point where I don't even know if I want to keep talking to you. He goes, well, you're saying that people can be gullible for believing detractors, but there's the argument your chat is gullible for believing you. Yes, when someone watches a person who's a content creator and they like that person, they tend to trust them. You could say that's gullible, or you could say that's giving them the benefit of the doubt, or you could say that's learning to trust them from a series of life experiences where they know that person is being truthful. Like, you have no point, Sam Bridges. You're trying to make me look bad. You're failing miserably. So my suggestion to you would be give up before you get your ass kicked out of the chat for good, because you're being a complete asshole tonight. You're so stupid. God. Do you not understand how a fucking stream works? I guess not. Here, let me explain how this works. Let me tell you step by step about streamers and everything. Fuck you. You just take it as that because they said it. So that's your own fucking fault. Okay? Seriously. That's your own fault. And, you know, shame on you for turning this into some kind of a negative thing where it's like a he said, she said, Phil said this. I didn't. I know for a fact, not once ever on a stream or in a video did I said, no, I'm not getting foreclosed on. No, I don't owe this amount of money. No, that's not happening. I never said that at all. So I guess there's no fucking mods here today. So I guess I have to ban a bunch of people myself. What ended up happening was I saw a bankruptcy lawyer. I fully explained to the bankruptcy lawyer up front, chances are anything that could be public on the internet is going to go public, okay? And so I had discussions with the bankruptcy lawyer about how to go about this, how to discuss it, what to publicly reveal, what to not publicly reveal, okay? And essentially, once I had explained to the bankruptcy lawyer everything, they responded in this manner. It sounds to me like no matter what, these people who are after you are so crazy fucking obsessed. No, they say fucking, but they're so crazy obsessed with you, they're going to find everything out anyway. Even though they shouldn't have access to the information that it sounds like they get about you, they're going to end up finding it. For example, a foreclosure, when it happens, when a bank actually goes to sue you for foreclosure, that's a public filing. And even though no normal person would have access to that data or even know where to look, these idiots sound like they will find it because they constantly will go after your information. And if there's someone who literally has no life and just sits there and looks at public filings every day for the name Phil Burnell, they're going to eventually find it. Guess what happened in December, guys? It was like clockwork. It was literally like clockwork. Absolutely like clockwork, where as soon as the bank formally filed for the foreclosure on me for this property in Connecticut, immediately the trolls find it and post it all over the internet, right? It was like the day of. It wasn't even like a delay. So these idiots literally sit there refresh to find this information about me. It's insane. But they found it, okay, to basically file for bankruptcy so that primarily the real reason I had to do it is because I'm probably going to get sued or by this mortgage company when they foreclose on this property, which they're doing right now, and they take it away out of my name and they sell it. There's no way they're going to make the $100,000 on the sale that they would make that they need to pay off the mortgage. They're going to probably make 50, 60 grand, and they're going to say I owe them some crazy amount of money, like $40,000, $50,000, that I have no way to pay them. I'm already so bad and behind on debt, I can't fucking make my regular monthly payments on anything. How the hell am I going to afford to pay that, right? So, primarily, the bankruptcy that I'm doing is to protect myself from being sued and losing my house, okay? But in addition to that, I have an exorbitant amount of debt in my name from all the stuff from the move out here and everything. And again, for years, trying to juggle all that debt and make it work, and never worked because the trolls would never leave me alone. I'm now seriously at the point where, because I have to do this, that's going to be my life for the next 10 years, you know? I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life. Again, I strongly urge all of you, moving forward, stop fucking listening to the nonsense from the people who spin it in a way that it's not true.
It's not true. Most of the stuff that's been said negative about me is based on a snippet of truth that's blown out of proportion with a bunch of lies. But because it has the snippet of truth, gullible people believe it.
Because I'm filing for bankruptcy, or I have filed for bankruptcy, doesn't mean that I now have unlimited fun. I have no debts and unlimited funds, and I'm good. Like, what needs to happen? I need to basically get the same kind of support I've been getting on streams or better, and then what I can do is work on putting that money towards the right stuff. Already, we got another guy tipping me $1, asking me why don't I move to somewhere where it's cheaper. I've already explained on this very stream why I couldn't move. I don't have money to do it. It would mean disrupting the business, which doesn't make sense because you're supposed to be making money to pay your debts, not working to move across the country. Like, there's a million reasons why. They're all very logical. You didn't listen to reason. I'm sorry, I just started yawning out of nowhere. I don't think I have a favorite fight overall in the series. Boss Hog says, if that one thing that was posted was true, why'd so many people get banned for mentioning it? Because they literally come to the stream, they derail the stream, they spam it, and it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about on stream. There's no reason to bring up drama. There's no reason to bring up gossip. That's all it is. It's gossip. Who cares if my house is getting foreclosed on? What the fuck does that have to do with the gameplay stream that I have on the internet right now? Zero. But all this other shit, I'm so fucking tired of hearing it. I really am. I'm just done with it. I'm done addressing it. I'm done fucking putting up with it. Enough is fucking enough. My life has been systematically fucked up year after year by people fucking with me. I can't get sponsorships. I can't get all the same opportunities every other full-time streamer gets because of you pieces of fucking shit trying to ruin my life. Fuck you. I'm done putting up with your shit. I'm not entertaining for a single moment any more of your stupid bullshit. You could say anything you fucking want. I don't give a fuck. Go fuck yourself.